Welcome back to CTV Morning Live. You're joined once again with Brenda Hollingsworth, the personal injury lawyer. You can give us a call here live on the air, 789-6559, extension 2803. Send us a message via Facebook, via email, via Twitter. We'll try to get to you. We do want to still get to some more of the information that we talked about heading into the commercial break, and we were talking about that $3,500 in terms of the basic accident benefits. That's where you're starting to run into problems already with your clients. So they're coming in, they're saying it's run out way too fast. So how did they get into that category in the first place, and how did they get out of it?
All right, so you are assigned to the minor injury guideline if your injuries fit into a list of different types of injuries, sprains and strains, that kind of thing. But sprains and strains can be very serious. Tears are included in the minor injury guideline, so unless they're a complete tear. So if you have a partial tear of your rotator cuff, you'll be put in the minor injury guideline. You'd be hard pressed to get rehab from that for $3,500. The easiest way to avoid that is to not be put in the minor injury guideline in the first place. And what typically happens is that people get put into the minor injury guideline by the first physiotherapist or chiropractor that they see. There is a form that the physiotherapist can fill out. They just check off a bunch of boxes to get approval to treat you. And that's good, they need approval to treat you. But by filling out this form, they automatically put you into the pre-approved guideline, or to the minor injury guideline. And that's no good. What you need is for a physician, an actual doctor, to fill out the medical form that goes to the insurance company, because a doctor will look at your whole body, and many accident victims have, for example, a psychological injury that a physiotherapist is not going to track. That's not their discipline, but a doctor will kind of get the whole gamut. Once the insurance company knows that perhaps you have a concussion or perhaps you have a psychological injury, then you should not be put in the minor injury guideline. So going to see a doctor before you start your rehab is very important.
That first person filling out the form is really going to dictate how far or what you're going to be able to get.
Well, that's right. And so if you have anxiety or psychological problems, or you're having concussion syndrome or symptoms, make sure you talk to a medical professional about it. Don't just go ahead and fix your arm or fix your leg. Deal with all of your injuries right at the beginning, because it's much more difficult to say, oh wait, I had a concussion too, take me out, than it is to be put in the right spot to begin with.
Can you have more than one person fill out that form, that original form, if you were maybe so say someone, recently they got that form filled out when they were going to the physiotherapist to say, okay, wait, I'm not going to send that in yet. Can you have a variety of people on that form?
Yeah. So even if the insurance or the physiotherapist has already sent in their form, you can still go to your doctor and get your doctor to complete a disability form. And these disability forms are available online. If you call our office, we can tell you where they are. They're publicly available if your insurance company didn't send you one. But it should be a doctor to fill out the disability certificate, not a physiotherapist. You can correct it, but it's harder.
Well, you're saving yourself a major step, and you're allowing yourself the opportunity to get in more physio, especially while waiting for all of this paperwork. Because as I've learned with you, paperwork, this takes time. This is not a quick fix.
Everything takes time. I mean, the accident benefits, when something goes into the accident benefits, they typically have 10 business days to approve or deny. So that's a long waiting period if you're injured and you're waiting to get treatment. But it's better than having to pay out of pocket.
Do you automatically go from the $3,500, which is the minimum, and then if you get that doctor's note and you get to you're looking at other symptoms or you're looking at other treatments, what's the jump? Is that the immediate jump to the $50,000
That's right. So unless you purchased optional benefits, you have $50,000 for medical rehab. That's what many people have, and that will satisfy most accidents. Most injuries from accidents will be fine with the $50,000. I do have a number of clients who have now run out of the $50,000, and that becomes a problem. What do you do then? The next step after the $50,000 is catastrophic. And at about the 2-year mark post-accident, you can apply to be designated catastrophically injured. And there your limits go way up. Your medical rehab limit becomes $1 million. and you have attendant care of $1 million. And these things last for life.
Well, the likelihood, though, however, is that when you're in that category, there's a lot that's going on.
Oh yeah.
In terms of what your needs are at that point.
That's right.
Okay, we do have to take a break. We have another segment though with Brenda, so please, if you have questions, send them in. 789-6559, extension 2803. If you want to give us a call live on the air, you can always find us on Facebook, on Twitter, and our email address is ottawa.morning@ctv.ca. We're back with more after this.